Okay, clear nightscape. That's one setting we haven't done today of all the settings. I know, is this the one that's good for the green? Or is it good for the blues? Anyway, good check on the colour of the tape anyway. I'm 3 notches down in darkness, so it might be a bit too dark, it might be perfect, I don't know. There's so many settings going between the subtle variation. You get it right for one, it's wrong for another, and vice versa, and I'm just getting pissed off trying to get into 4K. It's like I've got to learn a whole new, because I'm in a different file system, I think. I've got to learn a whole, what I did last year into this year. I've got to do it all again, basically. I did predict something crazy like this might happen. It's set up on a whole different set, you know, it's different file they record on. Probably because they need the compression, because it's such a large, you know, it's 4 times as big, so they need a different file that compresses it down more. But in doing so, for some reason, you've got to learn a whole new suite of, a whole new system of how to do it, sort of thing. Basically learning it all over again, I think. So we're just going to, and I can't even, I don't know, fellas. I just can't wait for voice saturation. No, I'm just going to plug you into the 240 PowerPoint with the camera. If you don't get it right this time, you're fried. And it actually understands what you're about to do, and it just fucking does it. It says, oh shit, I'm going to be fried. I'm just going to do what I'm told, and I'm going to do it well and to the best of my ability, and I'm not going to, and none of this Bill Gates, Microsoft crap, you know. Oh, would you like to compose a letter now? No, fuck off. Oh, it looks like you're composing a letter. Would you like to compose it? No, fuck off. Okay. Well, hopefully that's a bit of soul redemption from some people on the other side of the GFC wall, you know, probably 10 or 15 years ahead of us, and that's probably in their distant past. That's probably from the middle part of their life. They had those problems. We had those sort of slightly less than a decade ago, but you know, probably stuff they were fobbing off to the land down under that had already been, they'd cobbled together like a decade before in America, sort of thing, you know. We'll get a bit more extra life out of this. We'll shove it down to those fellas down in the southern continent. They probably don't know about this, not knowing that we all have the internet, of course, even though we were still on dial-up back then. Well, that is just beautiful. And as I said, fellas, middle of the year, it's sort of creamy, short sort of fantasy island stuff out here. It's like chalk and cheese, you know. The wet and the dry, the long and the short and the short. Yeah. As I said, and it's just, you know, 10 times, well, about 10 times better, but it's just a lot better. You know. But as I say, I go down to Aldinga Scrub and I say, if you like Aldinga Scrub, the sand plains of Perth, from my childhood over there, at 4 times as better straight away, in least the number of species, and you know, so you want to get a taste of the sand plains of Perth, go down to Aldinga Scrub, and if you like that, it's 4 times better straight away. You know, go out to the Stirling Ranges and oh yeah, it's just sort of, you just won't want to come back, you know, think, you know, oh, that's it, I'm giving up my 9-to-5 job, I'm staying here, you know, sort of thing. It's like that. I'm just parking the car here, honey, I'm camping out for the rest of my life. It's sort of got that allure to it. During the wet, though, see, that's the irony. To have the gorgeous wet, you've got to encompass the dry, which can be a bit of a bugger. Deadly snakes, flies, insects, poisonous everything, you know, and drib and drab in the look, you know. It's just, as I said, it's like chalk and cheese. It just, as I said, you almost have to have a schizophrenic personality to be an Aussie, to just. But at least it's a lot longer over there. The wet is a lot longer over there. You know, it's 8.5 months on, basically. very few months off. Here it's the other way around, and it's so frustrating, sort of thing, in a way. But I suppose it gives you the basic building blocks of what's going on over there, basically, you know. Anyway, it's getting a bit long, but you know, what you take from here allows you to crack it over there, sort of thing. So people over there, I don't think you'll be able to crack it over there. They just got it too good, you know what I mean? You're dealing with cream and you really want the cheese, you know. You know, cream can only last for so long. It's, you know, high value and all that sort of thing, but cheese, it's more economics. It's got the basic grunt in it, you know. It's stable, it can last for years, it can go places, you know. Cream, much shorter shelf life. It's richer, of course, and you can charge a higher price for it, but the basic commodity in the cheese world, or the wine and cheese world, is the cheese, of course. Okay, well, I think that's my gas rant for today. Gas rant. I think I'm cobbling together groups of words today. But anyway, time to go home and have a nice coffee, I think. So, colour check on these bricks, I would have thought. They're very nice. So, colour check on this strange green. Yeah, okay. And these bricks, lovely. Okay. Let's go for this thing over here. This is nice, I like this. Look at that. Oh yeah, there you go, that's your bones for today, fellas. And I'm in Clear Nightscape, so there it is. Coming out there, developing, and then... Well, these are actually at their peak, but they're lovely. That's about the one that's almost. Any others? But it is very nice. Anyway, give it another week, if that. Okay. We're about 7 minutes here. I think we've done our dash for today, but sorry about not having the anti-shake on. All those early clips, they're probably ruined, unless I knocked it off coming around on the drive. Oh, that looks much better in the monitors, fellas, so that's definitely the one I think for the car. Clear Nightscape, not artistic Nightscape, I think. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, over now.